Hello, I'm Villa Braves and welcome back to my Burnley FIFA 20 career mode here on the PS4. 3 more games then today to round out the year of 2019, and we start this episode we're in 11th place, so we're looking to get into the top half to finish off the year. And we have 3 fixtures today, as I say. We're going to be away at Bournemouth, then we travel to Goodison Park on Boxing Day, and then we finish off with a game against Manchester United at home. So we'll look to see if we can get as many points as we can out of these 3 games. And going to be tough games, always tough to go to Bournemouth, and certainly Goodison as well, and then obviously United at home. But into the first game then, and the starting lineup for the game at Bournemouth, and Ashley Westwood, Ashley Barnes in the side, standard 4-4-2 formation, and here we go with the action. So early on then, and Bournemouth will get the first chance, and ball slipped in there, but luckily Fraser blasts it over the top, and no harm done there. Should have done better really, plenty of time to pick his spot, but fortunately for us it went over the bar. So moving on now into the 12th minute, and Bournemouth give the ball away quite cheaply there, and we're going to get our first chance of the game, and Severity is going to end up having the shot there, but again nothing comes of it. Keeper makes a save, and it stays at 0-0. So we're approaching the half an hour mark now, and Bournemouth coming forward again, working the ball across the midfield, and we pick the ball up, we give it away though, right on the edge of the area, and luckily again the chance goes begging, and straight into the arms of Nick Pope, the goalkeeper. So we're approaching half time, and we're looking to get the close out the half now to go in at 0-0, but we give the ball away deep in our own half again, and Bournemouth going to work it out to the right, and there's a terrible misheader, and it's going to fall to Callum Wilson, and he's going to fire low and hard across Nick Pope and give Bournemouth the lead just before half time. You know, and it was another avoidable goal. We seem to just give the ball away too many times in our own half, and then a poor defensive header. And Callum Wilson, you know, I like Callum Wilson. He's a nice little forward and smashes it hard and low. Nick Pope looks from that angle as though he should have done better, but yeah. And we haven't even got to half time, and we could have quite easily gone 2 behind here. The ball played across the box, and luckily they messed that up. But then is the chance for us to get down the other end and have a chance ourselves, and we work the ball out wide, and Dwight McNeil now gets forward, and he's into the box, and he's got a perfectly great chance, and what a lame effort that was, and the chance goes begging. So we get into the second half here, and early on we're going to have an early chance here, and Dwight McNeil's involved again, gets to the byline, gets the crossover, but the volley by Severity is blocked, and nothing comes of that. So now just a few minutes later, and we work the ball out to the left again, into Chris Wood, back out to McNeil, and back into Chris Wood, and he gets the crossover, and Bournemouth fail to get it clear, comes back over again, and there's a first time volley from Severity again, but can't quite put it in the corner, and from that angle it's actually well wide. So we move on now, just approaching the hour mark, and long goal kick from Pope, and we end up with the ball working it out right hand side into the midfield, and again just looking for an opening, and Ashley Barnes will play it out. Dwight McNeil will send it across, and I thought Chris Wood had scored, but actually it's going to be an own goal. And when we see the highlight of this, or the replay of this, not so much from here, but when we see it from behind the goal, It's a diving header that any forward would have been really proud of. As we can see here, look at that, diving, takes it off Chris Wood's foot. Fantastic finish, but unfortunately for the young lad Zagadou, at the wrong end, and we're back on level terms. And nothing really happened then, and we move into the 80th minute now, and again Callum Wilson, gets on the end of a slick little move, and we find ourselves 2-1 down with just 10 minutes to go. And it's that man Callum Wilson again, gets his second of the game, and now we have 10 minutes to find an equaliser. And another poor defending again on our part. So now just a couple of minutes left, and nice ball through there, and Chris Wood's away. Can he finish it? And no, he can't. He puts it the wrong side of the post, and that would be our final chance of the game, and that's how the game would end. It's a 2-1 loss, and you look at the stats, and Bournemouth deserved to win the game. They were the better side. They had a lot more shots, a lot more on target, a lot more possession, so a poor display again from us. Off to Goodison Park then on Boxing Day as we take on Everton, and Jack Cork and Jay Rodriguez come into the side in place of Ashley Westwood and Ashley Barnes, and here we go with the action and see if we can get 3 points away from home. So we get our first opportunity early on, just 3 minutes gone here, and we're working the ball down the right hand side, and Chris Wood then lays it off, and there's a block shot, and nothing will come of the rebound as the keeper punches it away. So now nearing the 20-minute mark, and again we're on the attack down the right hand side, and this time there's a foul there on Goodmanson. And I was toying with the idea whether I should cross this or whether I should have a shot, and I ended up having a shot. And we forced the keeper into a save, but Jordan Pickford was equal to the task. So moving on, a couple of minutes later now, and Everton playing the ball far over to the left hand side, and they're going to get their first chance of the game, but the shot is mishit, and that's easy straight into the hands of Nick Pope, the goalkeeper. So we're approaching half time now, and work the ball out to the right hand side, back into Chris Wood, and he sees Rodriguez. Jay Rodriguez makes the run through, and Jay Rodriguez fires us into a lead just before half time. Fantastic finish there, well spotted by Chris Wood, perfectly timed run. Jay Rodriguez wants to fight with the corner flag for some reason. And so we deserved to be in front, to be honest. I mean, not a great deal had happened, but we had been the better side. We'd had more of the ball, and Jay Rodriguez fires us in front. But now it's a case of getting to half time with the lead, not giving up a goal as straight away, and we did our best to give Everton that opportunity, and they work the ball on the right hand side here. Cross comes over, and luckily Moise Keane puts the diving header the wrong side of the post, and we will go in at half time with the lead. And we deserved it. We were the better side, as I say. So the second half now, just a few minutes in, and we win the ball back and force it forward. Chris Wood gets it back from Dre Rodriguez, and Chris Wood fires us into a 2-goal lead. We've doubled our advantage so early on in the second half, which was absolutely fantastic. And again, nice little footwork there from Chris Wood, gets himself away from the defender, fires it across far post away from Jordan Pickford for his 9th goal of the season, and he seems to be coming back into form. So just past the hour mark now, and Everton coming forward, left hand side. Ball's played in, and we partially get it clear, but the ball's going to come straight back again. And Andre Gomez now. I'm not sure who that was. I still haven't figured out who that was, but Nick Pope making the save from the first time shot. And nice curling effort there, but Nick Pope equal to the task, and it stays at 2-0. So now approaching 70th minute, and we're on the attack again. Jay Rodriguez could have tried to turn there and plays it back though. We're going to work the ball across the face of goal. And Jack Cork has a shot which is blocked, and it comes back out to Jay Rodriguez, and Chris Wood should have made it 3-0 there. And I know that was that would have put the game to bed, that opportunity, if he'd have scored. And as you can see, he gets in front of the defender and he should have scored that. It's just 8 minutes to go now, and we're on the attack again. Moving forward, ball's played in, and Rodriguez again, and the Chris Wood with another opportunity, but again he pulls a shot and it goes a begging. And that definitely, at that stage of the game, that would have definitely killed the game off. That's how it finishes. So a 2-0 win away from home at Everton, and I expected a lot more from Everton in that game. You know, from the Carlo Ancelotti side, I certainly, playing at home on Boxing Day, a Christmas period, game, I expected a lot more from Everton. But it was pretty even when you look at the stats. But we're going to take the win, obviously, and gives us a confidence boost now as we face Manchester United in the final game of the episode and the year. Last game of the episode then, and the last game of 2019, and we look to build on our 2-0 win in the last game away at Goodison, and see if we can consolidate our position in the top half of the table to finish off the year 2019. And here we go with the action. So it's going to be Manchester United who will get the first opportunity. They get the ball in halfway, work it forward, and it's going to be Andrea Belletti, the new signing from Torino, who brings off a great save there from Nick Pope. First time shot, and Nick Pope watching it all the way, and just pushes it over the bar. Moving on, in just over a quarter of an hour gone, and we're going to get our first opportunity now. But unfortunately, Ashley Barnes, it's a weak effort straight at David De Gea, who has no problem with that. But from the resulting goal kick, though, we're going to get the ball back and work it out to the right-hand side. Kappa will play it down the line to Chris Wood. Chris Wood's going to send the crossover, looking for Ashley Barnes. And it's actually an own goal again from Axel to Nzabi this time. And Chris Wood will take the plaudits. But as you see from the replay, the ball comes across to Nzabi, gets in front of Ashley Barnes, but he just slices it into his own net, which is unfortunately for him, but we're not going to complain. We're going to take the goal, and we've got a 1-0 lead, And then nothing really happened for the rest of that first half. It was a nitty bitty game, not a great deal, no real chances were created. And we get to half time at 1-0 in front. So we get into the second half now, and United will kick off, and they're going to make a dreadful mistake here. Just give the ball away just in their own half, and we are going to punish them, and we are going to get off to an absolutely wonderful start to the second half. Nice little quick 1-2 between Ashley Barnes and Chris Wood, and Ashley Barnes puts it in the corner. And we've doubled our lead right at the start of the second half, and that should actually be such a confidence boost now for the rest of the half that we don't need to press. So just under the hour mark now, and again we're coming forward. Like I say, we don't really need to press anything, but we're going to get another chance. But this time Ashley Barnes doesn't quite get hold of it, and it's a simple save for De Gea. Again, deep in our own half now. And this is a great run from Dwight McNeil. Lovely little drop of the shoulder there. Works his way through a couple of players, and he's now into the area. And can he make it 3-0? He's run so far, but the shot is blocked. And United hack it clear, and the chance goes astray. So a couple of minutes later, United have the ball, and again they give it away. We just get the ball off them so easily. And once again, shot now coming in from Chris Wood this time, and De Gea having to make the save, and keeps United at 2-0 down. Lovely turn and shot from Chris Wood, but De Gea has it covered. Just 15 minutes to go now, and the young United fullback Williams is going to go in the book for this foul on Jeff Hendricks. Pleads his innocence, but if you watch the replay, fully justified yellow card for the tackle. And we're going to be forced into a change here as well. Chris Wood seems to have picked up a little bit of a knock, so he's going to have to go off. But as you can see, definite yellow card there. And the youngster Williams can have no complaints about that. So Chris Wood will come off, and we'll take the free kick now. Another chance to get the ball over into the area. It's nothing comes of it, and that's how we feel now into the 82nd minute. And now it was a case of, just don't do anything stupid, don't let United back into the game. And Blotti is forcing his way forward, and he feeds it out to Chong, and thankfully Chong puts it the wrong side of the post, and that could have set up a hair-raising last few minutes if that one had gone in. But I say thankfully it was the wrong side of the post, and now we're into added on time, and we really just need to keep the ball now. We don't need to go forward, we don't need to go looking for a third goal, but if the opportunity arises, we'll have a look. And we force the ball wide, and Jeff Hendrick pulls it back, and Vidra, who's on for Chris Wood, forces in De Gea into another great save, and it stays at 2-0. Lovely view of it here. Nice one-handed save from De Gea. But that's how it finishes. So a great 2-0 win to follow up the 2-0 win at Goodison as well. And United, we were on the money this game. 10 shots out of the 11 were on target, and United just really didn't offer a threat at all. But we're grateful of that, obviously, and we'll take the 2-0 win. And now we'll take a look at the league table. So we finish off 2019 in the top half in 9th place, and we're into the transfer window in the next episode. Next game up is against my actual team, Aston Villa, who we had a resounding 3-0 win at Villa Park earlier on in the series. But we're into the top half of the table, sort of midway, 9th position, and feeling pretty good. I've got a short list drawn up. I'm going to look at some of the players, whether we do any business. It's obviously very hit and miss with the transfer window, but there's a few players I'm looking at, and we'll get into that in the next episode. But for now, this is Villa Braves. If you've enjoyed this video, please drop a like, and if you haven't subscribed yet, then please do so. But for now, I'll say cheerio, and join me again soon for the next episode. But for now, I am out, and stay safe.